Okay, welcome to Cooking in English with Bloglish. It is Thanksgiving, so I am stuffing a turkey today. There are lots of different recipes. When I was young, my family did a recipe with like the gizzards and the insides of the turkey, but that was always kind of too strong for me. I didn't really like it. Sorry, Dad. So I am making a lighter version of stuffing, but it's still really flavorful. All right? So we're going to start off by heating up some butter. This is a lot of butter. It's 170 grams of butter. And with that, we are going to add maybe 1 onion and 2 big sticks of celery. Okay, so I know in Spain, people are not really accustomed to cooking with celery, but it gives a great flavor, and you can find it everywhere. And now over here, what we have is kind of the base of the stuffing. So this is a little less than 9 cups of bread, and it has to be soft bread. All right, so I just kind of cubed it, and I am going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt, a little less than half a teaspoon of pepper, and then I have 1/2 teaspoon of thyme and 1/2 teaspoon of sage. All right, and I'm just going to add that to the bread. And I am also going to add about 1 cup of raisins and 3 cups of finely chopped apples. All right, so you can see they're cut really finely. And I'm going to mix all of that up. And then I'm going to add my butter mixed with my onion and my celery. Okay, so we've added all our ingredients. We have our stuffing here. I had the celery and the onion cooking for maybe about 5 minutes, and then I've added all the rest of the ingredients. All right, here's our turkey. This year it's just the 4 of us, so it's a smaller turkey. It's less than 5 kilos, so probably about like 10 or 11 pounds. I've put some garlic powder and some onion powder on the inside of the bird, as well as olive oil, and then I've put olive oil on the outside. All right? So now simply I'm gonna stuff the turkey with the stuffing. All right, so literally you're just gonna start putting scoops inside the turkey. All right? Okay, so we've stuffed our turkey. As you can see, I kind of put as much as possible in there, and you try to close it up with the skin and things like that. It's kind of hard. It would be nicer if we had pins or something, but that's okay. I also stuck some in the front with the neck cavity, but again, if I had more skin, then I can tie it up and probably put a little more stuffing in, because I had about 1 cup left over, which is fine. If you have leftover stuffing, you can put it in the oven underneath the turkey, if it fits, if your oven's big enough, the last 1.5 hours of cooking. So what we're going to do now is I also tied up the legs just to kind of keep it tidier. And because this is about 11-pound turkey stuffed, I need to cook it for 15 minutes for each pound. All right, so it's probably going to end up being around 3 hours. All right, and I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, about 175 degrees Celsius. And about halfway through the cooking, so after 1.5 hours, I'm just going to rotate the turkey so that it gets cooked evenly. Okay, so after 2.5 hours, we decided to take the bird out. And as you can see, we have a big giant bowl of stuffing here, which looks great, and it's nice and moist. And now it's time to cut up the turkey, which we let sit for half an hour. All right, and that way it gets fully cooked, and we're ready to go. So have a happy Thanksgiving.